So, is your laptop basically a desktop now? Completely useless unless it's chained to the wall with a power cord? It's a super common frustration, but the good news is you probably don't need a whole new laptop. You just need a new battery. And in this guide, we're going to walk you through exactly how to do it yourself, save some serious cash, and give your machine a whole new lease on life.
I mean, does this picture look a little too familiar? You're right in the zone, getting stuff done, and bam, that dreaded low battery warning pops up, even though you swear you just charged it. It feels like your laptop has lost all its freedom, right?
Yeah, these are the classic signs. Maybe your battery life just fell off a cliff, going from hours to minutes, or it just decides to shut down with zero warning. But hey, there's one on this list that's a huge red flag: swelling or overheating. If you see your laptop case bulging or it feels unusually hot, seriously, stop using it, unplug it. That's not just a sign it's time for a replacement, that's a safety issue.
Okay, so you're pretty sure the battery is the problem. But before you go out and spend any money, let's be 100% sure. We're going to run a super quick, totally free diagnostic check that's already built right into your operating system. And this is the pro tip right here, the free Windows Battery Report. Seriously, this is a fantastic little tool that not enough people know about. Windows can literally generate a super detailed health report for your battery in, seconds. It'll give you a crystal clear picture of what's going on. No downloads, no weird software, just one simple command. And making this report happen? So easy. Just 3 simple steps. First, go to your search bar and type in Command Prompt. When it pops up, right-click on it and make sure you select Run as Administrator. That's important. Then, in that black window that appears, you're going to type this command exactly as you see it: powercfg/battery report. Hit Enter, and boom, Windows just created and saved a detailed report file for you. All right, so once you have that report open, what are you actually looking for? It's really simple. You only need to find 2 numbers. The first is design capacity. That's how much juice your battery could hold when it was brand spanking new. The second is full charge capacity, and that's what it can hold now. If your full charge capacity is, let's say, half of its original design capacity, well, there's your proof. That's why it dies so fast, and that confirms it's definitely time for a swap. Okay, diagnosis complete. We know what the problem is. Now comes the fun part, getting everything you need for the operation. A little bit of prep work here is going to make the whole process go super smoothly. Listen up, because this is probably the single most important step for buying the right part. Flip your laptop over. See that sticker on the bottom? You need the exact model number. I'm not talking about just Dell and Spyron. You need the whole string of letters and numbers. That is your golden ticket to finding a battery that will actually fit and work. So when you're shopping, you've basically got 2 choices. You can go with an OEM battery. That's from the original manufacturer, like Dell or HP. It's a guaranteed fit, no questions asked. But yeah, it can be pretty expensive. The other option is a third-party battery. These can be way cheaper, up to 50% cheaper. If you go this route, just do your homework. Make sure it has great reviews, look for safety certifications like CE or ROHS, and absolutely make sure it comes with at least a 12-month warranty. The good news is, you don't need a crazy professional workshop for this. Just a few key things. A precision screwdriver set? Totally non-negotiable. Those laptop screws are tiny. A plastic prying tool, sometimes called a spudger, or hey, even a guitar pick works, is perfect for popping open the case without scratching anything. And trust me on this one, a little container for your screws. It will save you from a massive headache later. Oh, and an anti-static wrist strap is highly recommended to protect the electronics. All right, tools? Check. New battery? Check. It is time to perform the transplant. We're going to break this whole thing down into 5 super simple, totally manageable steps. Seriously, you got this. So here's the game plan. We're going to power down and unplug, take off the back panel, disconnect the old battery, swap in the new one, and then put it all back together and test it out. That's it. Let's dive in with step 1. Okay, here's a pro tip that will save your sanity when you start taking the screws out of the back panel. Don't just toss them into a pile. Laptops are notorious for using different length screws in different spots. If you lay them out on your desk in the same pattern that you take them out, reassembly becomes foolproof. You'll thank me later.
Okay, stop. Everybody pause for a second. This is super important. Once you get the back panel off and you physically unplug the old battery's connector from the motherboard, there is one more absolutely critical safety step you have to do before you touch anything else.
So, even with the battery completely disconnected, the other components on the motherboard can still hold a little bit of electricity. To be 100% safe, all you have to do is press and hold the power button for about 15 seconds. This just drains any of that leftover charge from the system. It protects you, and it protects your laptop's sensitive electronics. Don't skip this.
Okay, safety step done. Now you can lift the old battery out. Before you pop the new one in, do a quick side-by-side comparison. The shape, the connector, the little screw holes, everything should be an identical match. Then, just place the new one in, and when you plug its connector back into the motherboard, you should hear and feel a nice, firm click. That's how you know it's seated properly and has a good connection.
And just like that, you did it. The hard part is totally over. Now, let's talk about how to treat this new battery right from day one so you get years and years of life out of it. Really, there are just two golden rules for long-term battery health. First, you gotta calibrate it. Charge it all the way up to 100%, then just use your laptop normally until it gets down to about, say, 15%. This basically teaches the software the new battery's true limits. After that first cycle, for day-to-day use, try to keep it in that sweet spot between 20 and 80%. Avoiding those extreme highs and lows puts way less stress on the battery and will really maximize its lifespan. And one last very important thing. Please do not just throw that old battery in the trash. They're full of materials that are really nasty for the environment and are not supposed to be in a landfill. Most big electronics stores have free battery recycling drop-off bins right at the front of the store. It's easy, it's free, and it's the right thing to do.
All right, let's just take a second to appreciate what you've just done. You didn't just fix a problem, you literally upgraded your own device, you learned a new skill, and you took control.
I mean, think about it for a second. You just saved yourself, what, 100, 200, maybe even more that you would have spent on a professional repair? Or even worse, you saved yourself from buying a whole new laptop that you didn't even need. That's a huge win.
And it's not just about the money. You've just given your computer an extra 2, 3, maybe even more years of useful life. You just fought back against that whole planned obsolescence thing, and you won.
Now, seriously, give yourself a pat on the back. This is one of the easiest, most cost-effective, and honestly, most satisfying tech upgrades you can possibly do. Your laptop is now free from its wall tether, and you're the hero who did it.
You know, by doing this, you've basically proven to yourself that you can take control of your own technology. This one simple fix can open up a whole new world of repairs and upgrades. So I'll just leave you with this question. Now that you know you can do this, what are you going to fix next?